Hello students, I welcome you all to the online video lecture on course the turbo machines. So we are discussing about the module number 1, that is introduction to turbo machines. So this is the fifth lecture on the introduction to the turbo machine, that is module number 1. In the previous modules, in the previous lectures, we have seen the definition of turbo machines, the classification of turbo machines, differences between positive displacement machine and turbo machines, the principal components of turbo machines, the dimensional analysis, the significance of dimensionless numbers in the analysis of turbo machines. Okay, so in the previous lecture, that is lecture number 4, we have seen the significances of pi 1, pi 2, pi 3 terms, and also we have stated the first fan law, second fan law, and third fan law as well. Okay, so if you are not subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe the channel, like and share among your friends. So if you are not pressed the bell icon yet, so kindly press the bell icon so that whenever I put a new video on YouTube, you will get the notification instantly. Okay, let's start our session. In the today's session, we will see the specific speed, the definition of specific speed, and how to get the equation for specific speed of a pump and a turbine, which is the most frequently asked question in examination. Okay, and these formulas are very useful in order to solve the numericals. Okay, so let's start our discussion. Specific speed, so it is a dimensionless term which has the greatest importance in incompressible flow machines. Okay, so we know that basically the hydraulic turbines, they handles the water. Okay, in which water is used as the working fluid. So we know that working fluid, if we use water, okay, so it is incompressible in nature and the density remains constant. Okay, so in those machines, the turbo machines in which water is used as a working fluid, so in those turbo machines the specific speed has the greatest importance. Okay, it is only the parameter which does not contain any linear terms of runner. Okay, linear terms in the sense the diameter or thickness or radius, it does not contain any linear terms of the runners. Okay, hence while operation under the same conditions of flow and head, all geometrical similar machines have the same specific speed. Okay, as we have seen in the previous classes as well, uh, for all the geometrical similar machines, for all the geometrical similar machines, they have the same value of specific speed. The specific speed remains constant. Say for example, if we have the model which is a smaller in size and prototype which is an actual size, then if we say they are the geometrically similar machines, then definitely they have the same value of specific speeds. Okay, irrespective to their size. Say let me explain the difference between the geometrically similar machines. Let us consider this is the smaller size runner, smaller size runner. Okay, which is having some thickness, say t, and d is a diameter of, let me take d1, d1 as the diameter of the runner, and t1 is the thickness of the runner. Similarly, the actual size or the prototype, you can say, which is having the diameter d2 and thickness is t2, the diameter d2 and the thickness is t2, then when we can say these are the geometrically similar components or geometrically similar rotors, when the ratio of diameter of first runner to the thickness of first runner is equal to the diameter of the ratio of diameter of second runner to the thickness of second runner are equal, then such machines are known as the geometrically similar machines. For these two machines, the specific speed value, the specific speed is represented by n suffix s, which are same always. So remember students, for the geometrically similar machines, the specific speed value remains same. Okay, now the specific speed can be expressed in terms of either discharge. This is for power absorbing turbo machines. This is very important. Okay, the specific speed can be represented in terms of the discharge. So if we consider the power absorbing turbo machines like fan, blowers, compressors, pumps, centrifugal pumps, etc., then the specific speed is represented in terms of the discharge, that is Q. On the other side, it is represented in terms of power. It is expressed in terms of power for the power producing turbo machines. The best examples are the turbines. For turbines, in case of turbines, the specific speed is expressed in terms of power, and for power absorbing turbo machines, they are expressed in terms of the Q, that is discharge. Okay. Now, how to define the specific speed term separately for pumps, that is power absorbing machine, and for turbines, they are the power producing turbo machines. Okay. Now, first, let's derive the equation for specific speed of the pump, that is power absorbing turbo machines. The specific speed of the pump, the equation can be obtained by manipulating the flow coefficients and the head coefficient. The flow coefficient is nothing but pi 1. The flow coefficient in the previous video lecture we have seen, the pi 1 is also known as flow coefficient, and the pi 2 term is also known as the head coefficient. This is the head coefficient. So by manipulating the pi 1 and pi 2 terms, we can obtain the equation for specific speed of the pump. Okay, now specific speed of the pump is also represented by the pi 5. Okay, so pi 5 is again the dimensionless term. Okay, so fine. Now pi 1, you need to remember this equation, pi 1 raised to 1 by 2 divided by pi 2 raised to 3 by 4. In order to get the equation for specific speed of pump, we need to manipulate the pi 1 and pi 2 term. So that is pi 5 equals to pi 1 raised to 1 by 2 divided by pi 2 raised to 3 by 4. Now we know that pi 1 and pi 2 terms separately. Pi 1 is q by nd cube. Let me write here what is pi 1. Pi 1 is nothing but q by nd cube and pi 2 equals to gh by n square d square, gh by n square d square. Okay, so by manipulating the pi 1 and pi 2 term, we can get the value of, that is specific speed, the required expression for specific speed of the pump. So pi 1 raised to 1 by 2 divided by pi 2 raised to 3 by 4. Now substitute here q by nd cube, that is 4 raised to 1 by 2. Take the power separately, and similarly pi 2 is gh by n square d square. So take it to the numerator here. So gh raised to 3 by 4, and it will goes up. So d square n square raised to 3 by 4. Okay. So after simplification, upon simplification, you will get n to q raised to 1 by 2 divided by gh to the power 3 by 4. Okay. So after simplification, after cancellation of these n and d terms, the remaining terms are n q raised to 1 by 2 divided by gh to the power 3 by 4. Okay, since g is a constant term, that is acceleration due to gravity. So if you multiply g to the power 3 by 4 with this pi 5, again we'll get the constant term, because pi 5 is the constant as well. Okay, so therefore, if we do the cross multiplication, ultimately I'll get the some constant, that is pi 5 into some constant, that is g, equals to n q to the power 1 by 2 divided by h to the power 3 by 4. So similarly, I can write the specific speed of the pump. Specific speed of the pump is given by NSP, that is specific speed of the pump. How to read this? N suffix sp. How to read this? The specific speed of the pump is given by n root q divided by h to the power 3 by 4. So as I said, the specific speed of the pump or the power absorbing turbo machines are expressed in terms of q, that is discharge. So therefore I can write nsp equals to n root q divided by h to the power 3 by 4, where n is a speed in rpm, q is a flow rate in metric cube per seconds, and h is the head in meters. So how to define the specific speed of the pump? It is defined as the speed of geometrically similar machine. It is defined as the speed of geometrically similar machine discharging 1 meter cube per second of water when working under the head of 1 meter. So how to define this? It is the speed of geometrically similar machines discharging the fluid of 1 meter cube per seconds, which is working under the head of 1 meter. So this is how we can define the specific speed of the pump. Okay. Now let's go to the next important topic, that is a specific speed of the turbine or specific speed of power generating turbo machines or power producing turbo machines. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now specific speed of the turbine, it can be obtained by manipulating the head coefficient and the power coefficient. The head coefficient and the power coefficient. So in the previous class we have seen the head coefficient and power coefficient separate formula. The head coefficient is given by pi 2, which is equals to gh by n square d square, gh by n square d square. Similarly, the power coefficient is given by pi 3 equal to p divided by rho n cube, rho into n cube into d to the power 5 into d to the power 5. So actually the power coefficient gives the relationship between power, density, speed and diameter. So by manipulating the pi 2 and pi 3 term, we can obtain the pi 6, that is the specific speed of the turbine. So let us proceed how to derive the equation. So pi 3 raised to 1 by 2 divided by pi 2 raised to 5 by 4, and pi 3 is known to us, that is p divided by rho n cube d to the power 5. Just substitute and take the power as 1 by 2, and here pi 2 is again a gh by n square d square. So take the gh raised to 5 by 4 and the denominator term will go to the numerator. Okay. So d square n square raised to 5 by 4 as it is equal to. So after simplification, after cancellation of diameter terms and other n terms, the reduced form of this equation is n p to the power 1 by 2 divided by rho to the power 1 by 2 into gh to the power 5 by 4. So we know that for the incompressible fluids, the density rho remains constant and the g is again constant here. So rho to the power 1 by 2 and g to the power 5 by 4, these two are constant terms. Let's take to the left hand side, that is do the cross multiplication with the pi 6. Ultimately, you will get the constant term. But for incompressible fluids, 1 by rho to the power 1 by 2 and g to the power 5 by 4, they are ignored because they are the constant. Okay. So if you multiply with pi 6, again you will get the constant term as well. Okay. So specific speed becomes, now the specific speed becomes np raised to 1 by 2 whole divided by h to the power 5 by 4. It can also be written as the specific speed of the turbine, which is represented by n suffix st, is equals to n root p divided by h to the power 5 by 4, where n is the speed in rpm. Very importantly, these uh, the units are important to solve the numericals. Okay, n is in rpm, the power is in kilowatts, and h is in meters, that is head in meters. Make sure that in this equation the power should be in kilowatts. It should be in kilowatts. While solving the numericals, you should be very careful. So how to define this specific speed of the specific speed of the turbine? It is defined as a speed of geometrically similar machine which produces 1 kilowatt of power when working under the head of 1 meter. The simple definition: it is the speed of geometrically similar machines which is working under the head of 1 meter and produces the power of 1 kilowatt. Power 1 kilowatt, head 1 meter. Okay. So the corresponding speed is known as specific speed of turbine. Okay. For geometrically similar machine, the specific speed remains constant. The value of specific speed remains constant. Okay. I hope uh, the concepts are clear now. Okay. So if you find anywhere any difficulties, you can put your queries in the comment box. So definitely I'll try to solve those queries. Okay. So if you are not subscribed the channel, like the channel, so kindly subscribe and like the channel and share among your friends. Okay. So thank you and have a great day.